royal history, does it truly just repeat itself? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean in the heart of London. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're keeping well. This really is just something that caught my eye, and I wanted to share it with you because when you think about the British royal family, or indeed any major monarchy around the world, they have a history that we all sort of know. And sometimes you do look, it's a bit like in your own life, and think, oh, that happened to so-and-so, but now it's happening to me. Well, with the British monarchy, really, everything's so detailed and becomes dramatic that we know the stories. Now, one of the stories that's always intrigued me, and I think it's about a woman who I do feel was much maligned, was none other than Wallis Simpson. Now, Edward and Mrs. Simpson, that famous story of love, of course, the one that he gave up his throne for, all of that sort of stuff, is one of those that just intrigues people decade after decade, because it's about wealth, power, greed, and of course, a lot of people may think wanting things that will be on their reach. What you do find when you read a little bit more into the history of that particular love story is it does appear that Wallis Simpson really had no desires to become a member of the British royal family at all. I think it was a love affair that really took off, and she didn't know exactly how to stop it. But because he quit the throne, she had no choice but to stick it out with him. So you see, you don't always get everything you want in this particular life. Now, this actually caught my eye, and I wanted to share it with you because I always find these sort of things fascinating. There was a recent auction of certain royal items, including a letter from the then Prince Edward. Now, this is long before he met Wallis Simpson, right? This letter was written in 1919 to his mistress, Freda Dudley Ward. Now, she was one of these ladies who was very beautiful, but also very married, and more importantly, quite well off. So she knew the score, they played the game. She didn't make things public, not like today, didn't go out for, publicising her, shall we say, dalliance with the royal prince. Again, when you think about it with Edward VII, look at how Lily Langtry made a career out of her life after her dalliance with him. She even became the face of Pear's soap. Check that out, not bad, eh? But what happened with Freda and, of course, Prince Edward at that time, a letter has emerged that he wrote in 1919, which just went up for auction. In fact, he states in this letter how he didn't want to carry on in royal life, and really it wasn't the life for him. We all know, of course, David or Edward, depending on which name you decide to give him, was more of a party prince, good looking, had a lot of opportunity to play the game, and really lived in the moment, unlike, of course, his brother. What I do find interesting about this particular letter is, when you think about it, this is 1919 when he wrote the letter. He didn't abdicate until 1936 on, of course, the love and quest for the woman that he truly loved, Wallis Simpson. When you fast forward that to our century, does it not really have a similar ring to the story of Prince Harry? We are finding out time and time again how Prince Harry apparently never really took to royal life, like certain aspects of it, but certainly did not want or saw himself attached into the royal life for the entirety of his life. And they say, as I say at the beginning of this vlog, history does repeat itself. Let me know what you think about this particular story. Oh, by the way, the letter, oh yes, it was sold at auction for nearly 8,000 British pounds here in the United Kingdom. And it's set to go up in value, could be even worth, as we're speaking now, around about £12,000. So you see, if anybody's had any liaisons or letters, they could be keeping you in your older age. Neil Sean in the heart of London.